Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and in this series we discuss reading hacks and real exam questions, how to crack your reading because PT is making your reading tough, and these days prediction files do not work because they are increasing the database. Now Pearson has approximately 2000 reading filling the blanks, reading and writing filling the blanks. So that's why we have started discussing, because it was a demand from a lot of students to share how they can crack their reading. Let's get started. My name is Bharat Bridge. I have scored a perfect 90 in all the 10 skills of PT, and over here on YouTube and Facebook I share the same strategies with you all guys, strategies for reading, listening, writing and speaking, so that you can also achieve your target score in first attempt. Yes, I want you to achieve your target score in first attempt. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel because we post such informative videos almost on a daily basis. And this is the real reading scoring, because a lot of students aren't aware about which questions to concentrate, which questions to ignore. So you can ignore multiple choice single answers or multiple choice multiple answers. Today's topic is about reorders, which carry approximately 6 marks, and that's how 90 of reading comes. And for reorders you have to solve them in 2 minutes, and in 2 minutes you have to do skimming. First of all you have to do skimming, then you have to read it, then you have to arrange them in pairs, and then you have to confirm that whatever pairs you have made are correct or not. And focus for your reorder paragraph is always going to be pairs. And let's get started with the today's topic. This is today's topic, reorder number 21. It means that we have already discussed 20 highly repetitive reorders, and you can see the link for the playlist in the description below. And as usual, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to skim through this, and after that we are going to discuss this. So you know that the first thing we have to do, we have to skim the content, and then after skimming the content, we have to find an independent line. There are certain rules which we teach to our students when they take coaching from us online or in institute, how to find independent line. Now let's skim and find the independent line. Most of our traditional sources of information, you know that it's a personal pronoun are, but if you have attended my lectures, if you have attended our coaching, you know that R is going to come after we, so it cannot be an independent sentence. Another reason we are ignoring this sentence as independent sentences about the old kingdom. Seems like we would have talked about some kingdom. That's why the is written over here, because it's a grammar rule which our students know, that the is generally used when something is repeated or emphasized. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one, and this process is known as process of elimination, POE. I say that this is your best friend forever, because what we are going to do is we are going to eliminate all the wrong options, and whatever is left will be our correct answer. But you know that this is a contrast. If you have attended a grammar course, you know that this is a contrast, so we cannot have contrasting statement as an independent line. And even another signposting words, but is also a signposting word. So these are signposting words which are very important for solving your reading. So even means that you are already building on something, so would have initiated something. So that's why it's not going to be independent sentence. So whatever is left is going to be our independent sentence. Now let's quickly go through this. We know infinitely more about the wealthy people of Egypt than we do about the ordinary people, as almost all the monuments were made for the rich and influential. Houses in which ordinary Egyptians lived, yes, it has all the traits of your independent sentence, right? And if you see over here, we are using we. So remember, I discussed just now that if R is used, we have to use somewhere we, and we have found this we. So yes, Now we are going to see how to arrange the pairs, but this is our independent line and we are going to drag it and we are going to drop it here like this. Now we have to find the second sentence based on our TO strategy, which is topical order strategy, as well as SO strategy, which is subject object strategy. We know that the two lines, the pair will be related to each other somehow. So over here we are talking we, and in the next sentence it is are, so that is related. So based on our subject object strategy, it makes sense and it is going to make the pair. If you go through this, you know that you now the topic of Old Kingdom has been introduced over here, right? The Kingdom of Egypt, Egyptians, ordinary Egyptians. So now we know that we are talking about a kingdom or the wealthy people, the rulers. So this is verified using our SO strategy. So the next pair is going to be like this, and we are going to drag and see. Now we have to see the third one. But always remember our TO strategy, what it states that is this. First, we have to talk everything about the one topic and then you can use the contrast. And that's how the logical rules for reorders work. So now what is this is a contrast and this is building on something, right? Even means that we have already introduced some facts. So over here, the most traditional sources of information come from pyramids, tombs, graves, statues, reliefs, and paintings. So we are talking about these things. And what is this papyri, right? This is not papyri, this is papyri. It's a plural form of papyrus, right? This was a kind of paper which was used in Mediterranean age in Egypt along the Mediterranean region. So we are talking about the information. So what we are going to do is we are building on the same platform. So that's why we are going to put this sentence over here, and now this is the left one. So it makes sense to put it in the last. And what is preoccupation? Preoccupation, you can consider it like an obsession, but this is a separate thing. This is introducing altogether a new topic, but this doesn't mean that the death was. So we are introducing the topic of death. Over here, we are talking about the information, right? How we got the information, and now we are introducing a new topic with a contrast. So that's why it's going to be your last sentence. Now let's see if that answer is correct or not. Before that, you have to consider Marvel PT as the center for RO strategies, and then you have to see how you can find an independent line, then BS strategy, which is your broad to specific strategy, then CO strategy, which is chronology strategy, which is based on time, then connectors. You had seen today how but even were important in finding out the logical sequence of the sentences, then TO strategy, AB strategy, which is abbreviation rule, and SO strategy and TO strategies are important strategies. TO is topical order strategy. SO is your subject object strategy. These are very important. And then we have certain rules for last sentences. And remember that with our strategy, solving reorder paragraphs is going to be simple. Within 30 seconds, you are able to get 100% marks. You will be able to solve your reorder paragraphs within 30 seconds or a minute, and you have a 2 minute to attempt. So always remember that in first 30 to 60 seconds, you are going to skim the content. Then you have to find an independent line, and then you have to find an conclusion. In next 30 to 60 seconds, you have to look for clues. You have to find pointers like years. However, firstly, examples like this. And all the strategies which we teach are validated and proven strategies. What is the proof? The score you can see in the ticker below. And these are recent success stories where our students have scored 90, 79, and 86 plus. And this is the WhatsApp number 8699121121. You can WhatsApp us if you have any questions or doubts, or if you want to take online coaching. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel because we post such important and useful information every day. We give wings to your dreams.